Jan Sixers, but now
all of a sudden it's to take
any allegation of something they heard. And by the way, this is a secondary source, so this is a source that says they heard somebody else say something. So, gee, I wonder why it's not already a court case, since there's no backup for it. But whatever. All of a sudden, that they'll read out as evidence on. They'll go, we want this FD 1023. We want to read this on the air in front of people. This not classified but secure document that deals with an investigation, or whether or not, more than likely it's an ongoing investigation about who paid the informant to say this. Might be the investigation is the thing. And so
do I have to actually wait a minute?
They want to read that out.
I guess there might be.
They're like, it's declassified. Well, apparently so is everything at
But
Mar-a-Lago.
if it does that,
so
then
why
does
don't we
that
just
mean
have
I can,
Storybook Hour?
I don't get it.
Why doesn't Trump,
where would
on
it
his
be?
Rumble channel, just sit there in front of a crackling fire in one of his gaudy, stupid French aristocracy chairs, sipping a Diet Coke, read out loud from these things? If they're declassified, if they're so low classification you could just stack them in a bathroom, why the hell not?
Yeah.
This to me is the quickest way to cut through the BS of this entire argument.
I am so confused.
Because the minute you bring this up with any of these idiots, they're going to...
For me, being a true crime nerd, I've learned that anything that had to go through a grand jury first it's already, like, they already know that there's all the evidence.
Right. They've already seen the evidence.
Yeah. Well,
They've already heard it all.
This isn't Jack Smith signing off on this stuff either. This is a grand jury. This is Jack Smith convincing a grand jury of these things, that there's a prevalence of evidence to worth going forward with this.
And the funny part is these people were from South Florida.
And especially about something like this.
I got news for you. Neighborhood.
You're going after somebody like Trump with not just a former president. That's not even the highest part of it. It's the fact that he's a former president and a reasonable sized group of his supporters are violent insurrectionists who have no qualms about killing their fellow Americans to protect a former game show host who they wouldn't leave their daughter alone with.
Thank you.
That's the concern.
True.
Thank you.
So, beyond, again,
just craziness. How is it that you
who let the Access Hollywood tape slide in terms of open behavior by someone?
Exactly.
We're not talking about
I'm sorry, forgive me, but
we're not talking about somebody's allegations.
I will continue to say
it.
It is literally the fact that this man is just on that white supremacist enough to keep those 12 to 18% on his side no matter what, because they don't care. It's about dear leader. It can be whatever dear leader wants to do is going to be fine with them, because dear leader is right. Dear leader is God. Dear leader is the only one. They will drink Kool-Aid for this motherfucker.
From the very person themselves. And then in this case,
just
it's interesting because this is like Access Hollywood Part 2. Because
really that
a big portion of this is messages between Walt Nauta, Trump's body man and valet, and another Trump employee about this stuff as he relays stuff that Trump told him to do and has these private conversations with Trump, who, by the way, it only talks on the phone and won't put anything in written form, but is dumb enough to chit-chat about national secrets in front of somebody writing a book on Mark Meadows that those writers are recording so they don't misquote Mark Meadows.
Right. I don't get that.
So Andrea relayed a question from Jim Filikowski.
And see, this is, and understand, remember, every dime, if you read through the entire goddamn thing, this is what blew me away yesterday as I'm sitting here just literally scrolling through it, going, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. This is all from him. None of this is there's no setup. And that's the problem these people are going to have as the weeks go by. There's no setup. This is all his own shit. This is what he did to himself.
Didn't they get boxes from Bedminster too?
No.
He took boxes to
Bedminster. Now, they've never done a search on Bedminster.
Insofar as I know, and this is the next big step. Because a lot of the stuff that's
that's the thing. I agree with him, too. I think it's going to be another search.
Stuff he talked about at Bedminster.
Right.
Because
this was at Bedminster.
The
conversation you're talking about.
The strategic documents, the basically satellite imagery stuff. He was like, you can't look at this because it's super secret, but I've got it here. Look, don't get too close. That part, that's at Bedminster. He did that at Bedminster. So they know for a fact that these documents that were at Mar-a-Lago made it to Bedminster.
And they really believe that
many of the missing ones, again, he got
trip he took on that Gulf Stream, which I do not believe was his private plane. I believe that was a leased plane. Because remember, his plane was in need of a new engine, so he was actually doing a lot of work to con his folks into paying for that.
Let them do a search, a volunteer search, and his attorney
so we have the
signed
video
off on it at Bedminster.
Boxes being moved. Remember that.
By the way, the Saudis
and
brought
moved.
their golf tournament. Yeah, the timing is just fantastic. So it's gorgeous. We got to take a break. We'll be back right after this.
It's just crazy.
I have to say, when you got Trump on tape,
right,
and these tapes are gonna come out.
That's the thing.
They're gonna come out.
That's the thing.
This is not a wiretap, folks.
No,
this is from
there's
people
so
writing
many people
a book.
who need to save their own neck.
Yeah, these folks are gonna be covering their butts left and right.
Remember,
this audio will come out.
I keep saying this over and over
sometime
again.
Between now and trial, if not during.
Yep.
We'll be back right after this.
I keep saying this over and over again. I will keep saying it. The reason the Republican Party did not have their shit released by the Russians was because it was just too filled with shit that they could use against them. Every time we see this shit, it's like they text each other everything. Hey, I'm going to commit this crime. Can you come over here and help me with it? I'm like, what the hell, guys? I mean, at least Trump's trying to do it right. But what's so funny is everybody around him doesn't get it. Because they're just texting away and going, oh, well, POTUS had my phone. Are you kidding me? POTUS had your phone?
You flipped it out?
Yeah.
And this is all in there
for me, which is really nice.
That's the funny part. In text messages.
Yay, CSL.
Oh my God, it's going to come out and it's just going to be so cool. I just can't wait. I love the fact that
in this recording, it's the writer and the staffer.
Oh God.
Reading back on this. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can.
There we go. Sorry, I'm just taking out a little bit more of MSNBC and putting a little bit more of us
do you have
in place.
The thing? Can you pull up the transcript someplace? You just look up, Trump indictment. You should be able to find the document itself.
Oh yeah, the document's really easy to find. As a matter of fact, I still have it. I think.
Yep. Got it.
Go to the bottom of page 15. That's what I got up on the screen, so you can probably
stand by. Coming back.
Okay, thank you.
Bottom of page
I know I'm
15.
only on 1 day a week. I get it. I'm gonna have to jump on GarageBand and start sawing something together. This is the House Bar Show. Wow, and a guitar note, and then progressive and all. Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Hey, Hal, did you mean something like this?
This is the House Bar Show. Wow, and a guitar note, and then progressive and all. Yeah, it's gonna be good.
The House Parties radio program, mega worldwide.
Yeah, it's going to be good. Welcome back to Master Beast
15.
Theater.
I want to follow along with this because this is there's so much stuff that I've found
enjoyment. That, if I do say so my damn self,
is so fun. But the other people are finding shit too.
Johnny Million playing the part of both writer and staffer. These are These are two separate people with two very distinct
Page 15.
personalities.
Hold on.
And from this point on, the
on.
characters will be read by him starting. We'll start our scene where our protagonist and antagonist in the story, Donald Trump, is showing Mark Milley's plan of attack to respond to someone saying that he wanted to attack Iran, and he shows a military plan that the Pentagon has drafted up in his defense because he didn't draft up the plan because that's not how life works. We start mid-air bubble in his brain.
Hold on. I'm just
Trump says,
just in case.
With Milley, let me see that. I'll show you an example. He said that I wanted to attack Iran. Isn't that amazing? I have a big pile of papers. This thing just came up. Look, this was him. They presented me this. This is off the record, but they presented me this. This was him. This was the Defense Department and him.
Wow.
We looked at some. This was him. This wasn't done by me. This was him. All sorts of stuff, pages long. Look. Wait a minute. Let's see here.
Yeah.
I just found, isn't that amazing? This totally wins my case, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Except it's like highly confidential.
Yeah.
Secret? This is secret information. Look at this. You attack and part redacted. There's literally, okay, for those that are following along, there's a chunk of this where they took out the whole part because he explains what's in the document. He doesn't just show them. He goes, you attack and ... They had to remove that part from the indictment. By the way, isn't that incredible?
Yeah.
I was just thinking, because we were talking about it, you know, he said, we wanted to attack Iran and what?
You did.
This was done by the military. Give it to me. I think we could probably, right?
I don't know. Well, we'll have to see. Yeah, we'll have to try to
declassify
I gotta figure out how to get that back in there.
Yeah.
See, as president, I could have declassified it.
Yeah.
Now I can't, you know, but this is